friends and neighbors, welcome back. It's Akiic to the head, aka Michael. We are back. Farming Simulator 2013 on the old family farm. We are back, yay! Just as a recap, last episode we had harvested the 2 cornfields over there and dumped them on the saloon. You can see we're up to 75 grand. You can see the money slowly ticking down. That's because I've got my brother Alan over there cultivating the cornfields, and I've got Philip already eagerly harvesting away on the fields back here behind us. So as you can see, he's getting fairly full, about 70%. You see he's on his way back up now. We just got to empty his loads. So if we take a look at the map, you'll see that the 2 cornfields are now done, and like I said, Alan is cultivating. We have all barley fields here that are ready for harvesting. We are now harvesting field 8. So if you remember, we are getting prepared for the great demands of the barley that starts in 3 days. So that's why we planted so much barley, and as well as the potatoes in 4 days. But the big thing is 9 hours. We've got the pigs starting, and if we look over up at the top right, you'll see the animal status HUD. You'll see we have 24 pigs, and you can see that we just started, so everything's in warm-up mode. So we will be able to take 16 pigs over right away to as soon as the great demand starts with the pigs to get that started. And currently, if we look through, we can see how much the pigs are going for. Let me just get this in a position to offload. You'll see pigs are currently going for $206 at the butcher shop, and it's currently down. So hopefully we'll get that around $400 or $600 per pig, and we'll make some money on the pigs, hopefully. So if we remember, to recap our goals, one goal was to own all the fields. We do own that now. So our final 2 goals remaining is to get out of debt. And as you can see, we are currently 110,000. All we've done is, since we've started the episode many episodes ago, I believe 40, this is 43 or 44, we've only borrowed 10,000, so we're up to 110,000. We are on the medium difficulty level, so we will be able to start paying that off really quickly here once we start hitting these great demands, especially the barley great demand. We'll get that paid off, and then our final goal will be to have $1 million in the bank. So we are getting close to the end here. I can feel it. Once we hit these last 2 great demands, the barley and the potatoes, I think we will be in very good position to finish up this season, and we'll find something new to start just in time for Farming Simulator 15, most likely. But like I said, I will continue doing Farming Simulator 13, because everybody and their brother will be doing Farming Simulator 15, and I'm sure some people will want to just keep an eye on 13, you know, not let it go to waste. There'll be quite a few people doing 13 for the simple fact of the mods that are currently in place. It'll take a little bit for the modding community to get 15 up to a nice level for mods. So yeah, a lot of people will still want to enjoy Farming Simulator 2013, which I'm happy to oblige. I do enjoy this game. So let's jump over and see how Alan's doing. You can see he's about halfway done with this cornfield. You know what? Let's get rid of all this stuff. We don't need this on. We'll get rid of that. We'll hide the animal status HUD. Yep. Get him going again. It should be that key right there. We'll hide that. So we'll just get all the HUDs hid so we can see what's going on. So we still have this field here, which is part of the other field status. No, it isn't. It's all part of this field status. So these fields are almost ready for harvest as well. We're trying to keep these fields separate so we don't have everything coming in at once. We'll be able to do a rotation cycle on them. How's he doing? He is getting there. He's getting close to being full again. Now, the last couple of times we just plowed the straw into the ground, but this time I'm going to pick it up just to get it into the silos and stuff, so we make sure we do have enough. We can always sell it if we need to. Let's jump over to our truck. There we go. And we'll get this all emptied and taken over to the silos. Now we're not going to sell, like I said, we're not going to sell any barley until we hit the great demand. Even though barley is up, and you can see at Bay Hay and Feed it's at 632 and it's 649 at the rail line. We're going to just keep it saved just so that will be that much higher when it finally does go to the great demand. We only have, you know, just over 3 days to wait for it, so it won't take too long. But that's the way. I don't want to influence the price to go down at all, so we'll bank all our barley, and we'll sell any wheat that we get and canola and stuff like that, just to drive that barley price up even higher. So, and if we take a look here, we go back to this view right here, you can look at the overall prices over the last few days and stuff. So you can see at the Bay Hay and Feed, price for barley has been 632, 630, 630, 628, 623, 619, 621, 623, 617. So you can see how the prices are being influenced and stuff for the barley and stuff, so you can plan ahead to what's a good price to sell at. So for instance, if it's a day, there's no great demand coming up, so you don't have to worry about it. You just want to sell the barley. You can look at it. If it's at 617, you'll know, well, yeah, that seems high. But if we look back over the history, we've seen it's gone as high as 630. So we might want to save it until we can hit the 630 mark. Or in this case for the rail line, which has been the highest point, you can see that the highest point for the rail line has been 647. So we'd want to try to get around the 640, 645 mark to sell it. We wouldn't want to sell it in the 630s. So that's a good mod to have, and you can cycle through everything: the canola, the corn, the pigs, the potatoes, and so on and so forth, wheat. So it's a good little history to have. Okay, we are not sure why he's going all out of whack down here at that end. Shouldn't be that difficult for him, but he is. That's Philip for you. How's... And what are you doing? Okay, I'm not entirely sure why you've done that. I think everybody's drunk today. But as long as the job gets done, that's all that matters. How's he doing? 62% full in. You know what? Let's just zoom in on the camera. Let's just get rid of Philip for a minute there, and let's do this ourselves. It's been a while. We'll get some harvesting ourselves done here. We'll just straighten up the edges and stuff over here that he's decided he didn't like, and we'll just make it a little easier for everybody involved. So what we will do is just hit this edge. We'll straighten this up. May have missed a little bit there, but we're going to back up anyway right here. Here we go. That way we've got the edge straightened up. Did I miss any over here? Nope, doesn't look like I did. Nope, okay. How are we? We almost full, so we'll empty that shortly as well. So welcome back. It is Sunday morning, 11 a.m. on the 14th of September. We had about a 4-hour live stream last night of 7 Days to Die. Taff and I did. So if you stopped by for that, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We did have a little technical difficulties getting started. It took us about an hour to get it all sorted and started out. And it has to do with the anti-cheat system that the Fun Pimps have put into place on update 9.2 and 9.3. But after we finished the stream last night, we did a couple of little tests, and we think we got it figured out for the next live stream to be able to use 9.3 with no problems at all. And the key that we figured out was to start 7 Days to Die to begin with, tab out, and then join the person. Well, you start it, let me back up, sorry. So you start it by pressing play in your Steam client, and it will give you an option to start the game without anti-cheat. So you'll start the game without anti-cheat, the hoster will. Then the joiner will go ahead and start the game, also without anti-cheat. Then tab out, find his friend on his Steam friends list, and then click the join game button with them, and it will go right in with no problems, and it will work every time. So fortunately, I got that figured out late last night, so we'll be able to do that on the next live stream. So I'm looking forward to that, and we're hoping that will be next weekend, next Friday or Saturday. We're looking forward to that. So stay tuned to Taft's channel and my social media for that. I want to just send a quick shout out to my daughter Tassa. I know she watches this from California. I'm in Germany. It's been a while since I've seen her, unfortunately. And her lovely son, my grandson David, I have never seen him as well, and truly makes me sad. I wish I could see them all again. But hopefully soon I might be making a trip back to California, or not California, but to the States for sure. And I may be moving back for good. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. A lot of things are still up in the air about that. So those of you that are in the US that do follow me, you may be getting a more respectable time on the release of videos than what you currently do. I know I normally release them fairly early in the morning for you currently, due to the fact that I am in Germany, and I release them about 1500 or 3 o'clock p.m. my time, which, depending on whether you're on East Coast or West Coast, will be between 6 a.m. or 9 a.m. Okay, let's go ahead and jump off of here. We got to go empty the truck because the truck is full. Let's go empty this. Okay, Alan is finished, so let's quickly tab over to him. He's forgot one little spot there and one little spot down there. Let's just go clean these up real fast. How are we doing on time? Almost 15 minutes in, not bad. 13 and a half minutes. Okay. Not sure why he forgot a couple of these little spots, but hey, there you go. That's hired help for you. If you want anything done correctly, you do it yourself, as the saying goes, right? Looks like it's all clean over there. We're good to go. And there we go. Now let's take him over to the other cornfield that we harvested, and we'll set him loose over there. I just realized that my daughter watches this. Like I said, she's in California, and she stays in contact with my brother Alan, who probably doesn't even know these videos exist. So I'm sure she's going to tell him that I'm using his name in vain as my hired help. I'm slave driving him. Don't you do that, Tassa Marie. And I also got the word that my Aunt Pat, who I haven't seen in quite a while as well, she watches these videos off and on sometimes. So I want to say hi to that. It's always nice to hear when family from far away that you haven't seen in a while, that really means a lot to you, actually take the time out of their busy schedules to watch some of your creations and stuff, and hopefully enjoy that as well. Let's get that started. Let's make sure that I am actually in the right mode here. Yeah, it's the right arrow. We're good to go here. So we'll get him hidden here. Let's get this hidden here. Oop, wrong button again. Let's do that again. I hit 6 instead of 5, which caused it to reverse direction on him. Kind of freaked him out a little bit, so we'll hide that again. and we'll come back over to do what we were originally going to do, which is empty this truck. So we've been on this map now for, God, how long now? I've been doing this just over 6 months now, and I think this is one of the seasons that we started right after I started. So we've been doing this series almost 6 months now. And I believe, like I said, I believe this is episode 44 or 45, I believe. Let's back this into place. Here we go. Let's open the door and take a step out. And it's dumping into the silos. I really love this mod. It's a great little mod. A lot of attention to detail to it. Get back in. Shut the door. Let's turn the mirrors on. Let's go empty our harvest machine so we can get that going again. Now let's take a look at the animals again. Let's just pop that back on. So it's still in the warm-up phase. You can see that we own 76 chickens. We're not carrying any eggs. However, there are 3 eggs that we could pick up, and they have enough wheat and water to last them 3 days, so we're good on that. The cows, we see we got 55. Let me just concentrate here real fast and get this into a position where we can offload. So cows 55, they're in warm-up phase, and you can see they've got enough total mixed rations or TMR for 5 days. The straw they have enough for 8 days, and the grass we don't really need to worry about because they got TMR, and you can see they just now went into production. And they've got enough water for 3 days. There is currently almost 6,000 liters of manure in the pit, and just over 2,000 of liquid manure. Will be able to get that going. So let's get this started again. And away we go. Make sure we're not hitting nothing there. Doesn't look like it. We pick that up and we're good to go. And then if we move on to the pigs, you can see we've got 24 pigs. They're at 100% productivity, and they've got 9 days of wheat, 9 days of earth fruit, which is the sugar beet. They got 3 days of silage, 3 days of TMR, 3 days of water, and 3 days of straw. And there's only 4% manure in there, which is just over 1,000 liters. So that's the animal. So I really like this animal status mod. It really makes it a lot handier than the one I was using, which was the animal HUD mod. And what's really nice about this one is it's got the opacity to it where you can see through it and it doesn't obscure your screen as much. And you can change that, of course. You can make it to where it's not opaque and make it solid like the other one was. But I prefer to have it this way. And if any of you want the link to any of these, just be sure to let me know in the comments and suggestions below. I will find them and give you the link to them. I do have the link to the ZIL NMs, the NM right there, to the truck and trailer mod. I do have that. It's all one pack, and it comes with the truck there, and it comes with, I believe, 6 trailers and some felled logs that you can hook with the chain and pull around as well. So it's a really good mod. Let's get some lights on the subject, shall we? And we are almost done. And I do have the link to the mod in the to the map in the description as well. So we have both the truck, that truck mod, and this map mod in the description down below. But if you see anything else that you like that I haven't listed, let me know and I'll be sure to give you those links as well. So let's get into place. We'll offload this and we'll get started on another field. Doing good on time. We are 20 minutes in. So we got about another 10 more minutes. And I got some orange up there. What's that for? Silage and grass. Well, they don't need silage and grass because they got the TMR, so they don't need the grass and the silage. That silage and grass is only used when there's no TMR, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to go in the circle around here. We're going to get the headlands put in around here, and then we're going to turn old Philip loose on this, as this is a field we created. If you remember, this used to be a grass field, and we just plowed it over and created it into a normal harvest field for ourselves. So we'll get this, like I said, we'll get a headland going on here for him, and then we'll just turn him loose up and down the field to get this harvested. Let's zoom out for a minute here. Here we go. Make sure we're all in play here, getting everything. We don't want to leave anything behind. Like I said, we do have the great demand coming up. And look like the blueberries or plums or whatever they are all in bloom and ready to be harvested. Some people call them plum bushes, which I've never seen the plums on the bush. I believe they grow in trees. Others call them blueberries or blackberry bushes. If that's the case, though, they are awful large for that. And we are going to be full, so we're going to have to move this in such a way so the truck can get in here and offload. So let's just back this up out of the way a little bit. Let's turn this at an angle like so. We can get the truck in there like that. Let's tab over to the truck. And let's go offload. This should get close to filling this up. Should put it about 6,500 liters, and this holds 7,000 liters. There we go. Pull into the bushes a little bit. Let's go around. And let's get ready to go again. Let's rock this joint. Alan should be doing good over there as well. You should be getting close to being done, I believe. Let's go ahead and get this back into motion here. Put this in motion and let's do it. This is how you do it. Now you know why I'm not a singer for a profession. I would never be able to make it. Hear the piggies making their squeal noise. How we doing? Cutting right along the edge. We are doing well. Let's just pick this edge up a little bit here. There we go. The only thing that I see with this field textures or the crop textures, they just don't seem like they are high enough for me. I mean, my daughter and I just went out walking the other day, not the other day, about a month or so ago, and the wheat crop was actually, you know, probably came up to the middle of my chest, and that doesn't seem like the case with this. It seems like it only comes up to your knees there, so it seems like it's a little short. Doesn't seem like it's the proper height. But I find that with all the field textures on any map, no matter whether it's a modded map or if it's the Giants released maps, it just seems like that is the case. Let me pick this up. I think I want to get him going up and down instead of going around in circles. Let's go ahead and do that. We may have to pick it up and just clean it up a little bit, but that should be no problem. What I want to do is bring up the old auto combine. We're going to spin that to the left hand. Let's go him up and down. This is all good. We don't need to offset any of that, and yeah, we'll keep it on auto. Let's get that going that way. We can see Alan is finished now, so if we just bring up the vehicles and we will pop it over there and see how he did. Looks like he did decent. Doesn't look to be any problems. He picked everything up. Good job, good job. So let's go park this tractor up while Philip is continuing harvesting. We'll park this tractor up, and we'll bring out the forage wagon and get ready to start collecting the straw. We're going to have to empty Philip as well because he's 80% full, so we're going to have to jump over and empty that as well. We are 26 minutes in, so we're about to hit the end of our episode for today. And what I'll do is I'll get all the straw collected off camera, because that I know is very monotonous for you guys to watch, very boring. I'll get all that collected off camera for sure, as well as get the fields cultivated. We'll be doing some of that in the next episode. When we come back, we'll finish up the last of the harvesting. We should be able to get the last of the harvesting done in the next episode and get the fields prepped and ready for the next seeding and harvest, the new season. So that will be a thing. And like I said, that we're pushing ever closer to the great demands. Pigs start I should be about 8 hours now, I believe. Let's take a look. Pig start, and it still says 9 hours, so in 10 minutes it should kick over to 8 hours. So hopefully in the next couple episodes we'll be able to get some pigs sold as well for some more additional income coming in. Let's just go ahead and turn on the reverse light here. Philip is full, so we're going to have to go empty him. Whoop, backed up too far. Let's lower that down. Disconnect. Shut the lights off. And let's jump over to our truck. Back out of the bushes. And we're not going to be able to get all the load in here. So we'll get what we can and go dump it really fast. And unfortunately, we'll get to drive over the crops. Don't like doing that. So let's get rid of this. We don't need this up anymore. And we can get rid of this. We don't need that up anymore. As a matter of fact, let's just get rid of all that. Let's go ahead and go empty our load into the silos. And we'll call it an episode. So I will get this field finished off camera, like I said. Get the straw collected. And then when we come back, final episode, we just have these two fields to do, as well as get the fields prepped with the fertilizer and the seed and stuff like that. So let me just back this into place, and we'll call it our episode. There we go. Okay guys, there we go. Thank you for joining me once again. I really hope you guys are still enjoying this season. I know it's been a long season. I'm actually looking forward to the ending of it. Got some black storm clouds moving in over there, it looks like. So as always, smash that like up button if you enjoyed the episode. Not only does it help my channel grow, but it also helps new people find the videos and find the channel, and hopefully allow us to grow that much more. As always, leave your comments and suggestions below. I do reply to them all, both positive and negative. Until next time, thank you for joining me. I'm Akiic to the Head. This has been the Old Family Farm on Farming Simulator 2013. Have a great day. Bye-bye.